we know what's going on right now. Basically, the law of the land is potentially being overturned. You know, the Supreme Court documents were leaked at what they're talking about. Oklahoma, I think, just banned abortions completely, or they're trying to, like, straight up, not even happening, because the debate is it 6 weeks? Is it 12 weeks? Is it 18 weeks? Is it a state thing? Is it a federal thing?
Yeah.
And here's a quote from USA Today. If Roe versus Wade is overturned, established rights like gay marriage and contraception could be at stake. The slippery slope argument. There's a famous author these days, and he wrote, abortion is hypergamy. I believe you wrote
Some
that,
guy
sir.
said that.
I believe you wrote that,
Some
sir.
crackpot, yeah.
Some guy.
Yeah.
So also, there's companies, major corporations out there, Starbucks being one of them, that became the latest company to cover employees' abortion travel costs, okay? And there's other companies that do that. So, ladies, gentlemen, I mean, you want to start with this, Rollo, since you made that comment, abortion is hypergamy.
So I've been saying
Thoughts
this,
on this?
I've been saying this since 2015, 2014, something like that. Is abortion is the ultimate expression of hypergamy, meaning that there is no, there's no more permanent a way that a woman can exercise hypergamy than to like end the guy's, like say you're not the right guy and end his genetic legacy in utero, right? So what I ask is this: whenever this topic comes up, like a lot of people get very, very emotional, and you have to separate the emotion from the actual function of why is it that women will fight tooth and nail to keep safe legal abortion? Why is that even such a, in a country like Ireland or Argentina, like Catholic countries, overturn it, and now you can get an abortion in those countries. Not just in those countries, but everywhere around the world, everybody celebrates it. It's a big party time now because now we can, and of course, what happens is on the conservative side, you have a very emotional response, which is it's a moral, ethical, God's going to damn you to hell kind of thing. On the liberal side, it's emotional because it's a woman's right to choose, and men shouldn't be able to control a woman's body. That's how they cast the whole thing, and so it's an emotional argument versus emotional argument, and somewhere in between there is Rollo Tomassi saying, why is this such a big deal? Why is this even a thing right now? What's the function of abortion? And the true function of abortion is it is a fail-safe against bad reproductive choices. That's what it is. To stop that pregnancy from proceeding. And don't give me the crap about, what about rape? What about incest? Those count for a minute fraction of 1% of the abortions that are performed in this country. That's where you need to start this argument. And too many people, when they're having this debate, it's like it's God versus the godless liberals, and it's like that's not the point. If you want to, conservatives, if you want to win this debate, start from stats. The stats are there. You have Google, just like I do. That's how I came to this, right? And so if you go and you look at the reasons women give for abortion, something like 98% of them are elective. So they're getting them because of choices that they are making in their lives. And you will hear like famous actresses saying, I got this Golden Globe or this Emmy because I had 3 abortions and that set me up to be able to do what I want to do kind of thing. It's like, okay, well you're just making my point. It is a fail-safe against you having gotten pregnant, and now you can get out. It's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
It's a mulligan.
Exactly. And so let's just call it what it actually is, and let's also look at the stats. Let's also look at the empirical, objective stuff, and stop getting into this one emotionalism versus another emotionalist, because we have to see what is the latent function, what is the purpose of abortion, and that's why I say abortion is the ultimate expression of hypergamy.
Damn.
Wow, you explained that very well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
you'll win the argument if you just stay on the stats.
The higher the value the man, the more likely are they're not going to have the abortion. It's they got fucked up, they slept with the guy, he's kind of not like, do you remember the story where the Drake hot sauce story?
Yeah.
Where the woman tried to insert the used condom because she was like, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of abortion.
That's a Tom that's a Tom Likicism, by the way, is putting hot Tabasco in the
But I'm saying condom. I'm more talking about the girl. That's the anti-abortion. She's trying to get impregnate. Right, by the Drake or the NBA thing. What's the one girl?
Self-insemination.
PJ Washington's girl?
Yeah, Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so like when I'm talking about abortion, I'm talking about this kind of stuff. We can't get away from it without also talking about why is that so imperative? Because we live in a society that we prioritize women's reproductive rights, mating strategies, whatever. We put that at the top of the thing there, and you've got guys out in the streets with their wives and their girlfriends in pink pussy hats, repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And again, the only reason we're even talking about this at this stage is because we're in an election year and nothing gets the ladies to the polls like, claiming that, oh my God, we're going to have, Elizabeth Warren like losing her mind, saying we're going to lose Roe v. Wade if we don't get to the polls and vote for Democrats, right? So
everything's getting politicized.
When I see that and I look at like say the leak from what is the Supreme Court leak, and then you look at it, it's like you look at the articles that have been written about this. They say, oh, they took a vote and it's already been you would think that they've already overturned Roe v. Wade. No, it was a draft opinion by the Supreme Court of the United States, and it was leaked, and that was enough to spark all of this conversation that we're having right now.
Of course.
And there's a threat that it might happen.